right here in the top right-hand corner of the map. This map is going so poorly. I know it's a bad one. I banned this one out. Top right-hand corner, playing as the red Zerg, we have vHazard. And on the bottom left-hand corner, playing the blue Zerg, we have Nexaz. Let's get that production tab up. We're seeing drones being made. I do not know what game this level of this game is at, but should be some fun times with this replay. Of course, from reddit.com/r/castit, a great place for people to find replays to watch. We have a drone scout coming out from vHazard. Not a move I like in Zerg vs. Zerg. I don't think it's really that important to know. Maybe on a map like this, it's important in case you're getting 6 or 7 pooled, but I'd like to have the extra minerals rather than the scouting information, but I'm awful at this game, so who knows. A pool coming down on about 10 for vHazard, an overpool type thing, but he doesn't have an overlord building. He is supply blocked at 10. That's quite unfortunate for Mr. vHazard. There's one starting, and here, no pool yet for Nexaz, but looks like he's saving up for one. Getting that down on 14, that's a good time to do that. The overlord should finish up quickly for vHazard, otherwise can't make units. He's getting quite a bit of mineral, and there's the overlord coming just in time for Mr. vHazard. Drone scout from vHazard coming in. We have one coming in as well for Nexaz, so maybe that's something you would like to do on this map. Again, I banned this map out. Again, but there's no rocks on third. There used to be rocks on third, and that's primarily why I banned it. Perhaps I should start playing it again. An expansion coming down for the blue player, Nexaz. And nothing of that sort quite yet for vHazard. Both players having scout drones in the other's base, seeing exactly what's going on. Nexaz still not getting a pool. That could get dangerous for him later. It looks like he does have enough money for one. I don't know what he's up to there. Queen finishing up for vHazard. Since again, Nexaz does not have a pool, he can't make a queen. There's the pool going down. It's pretty late. I don't know. And an extractor at the same time. I don't know what's going on there. Hatchery coming down for vHazard. That will be later, of course, than Nexaz, but Nexaz just getting started on that pool. Won't be able to put out any aggression. 2 Lings now coming down for vHazard. He should try to take the towers. Again, that should be undisputed since Nexaz really doesn't have anything that can attack anything at all. Drone Scout coming in again for vHazard, seeing that the pool is not done. Maybe he might want to turn on the aggression. And of course he's searching for... Is he going to take that base? That's a little... I mean, he has enough money to. He's just patrolling there. Does have a lot of money saved up. 525, 50 minerals. He's making... Oh, he's making 10 lings. vHazard, even though he got the pool earlier, I don't think he's going to have anything to deal with all these lings. It won't kill him, I don't think. 10 lings won't be able to do that, especially without speed. But that should definitely be able to do some damage, especially with this base just done. He's going to want to get some drones. He only has about 3 lings right there. They have about the same amount of lings. I just don't know where they are. They in... Oh. So... Ling's sorta... I think he's just keeping them in his base for defense. Both players playing defensively at this point. Getting out 2 bases comfortably. Nexaz is mining gas out of 1 gas. So is vHazard, but he does have another extractor. That's a little minor. Supply... the blue player, Nexaz, is definitely ahead. But it's still really close. No real tech path has emerged from anyone. Minor skirmish coming out for this Zelnaga tower with vHazard on top. vHazard also controlling this Zelnaga tower. Nexaz kinda controlling the tower, but not actually. And he is controlling this one. So they do control the towers near their enemies. Well, not really Nexaz, but he could, I guess. Roach Warren coming out for both players, and a layer for Nexaz. Maybe getting some mutas. I know that mutas are really good against Zerg, since Zerg generally the only anti-air they make early game are queens. vHazard also getting that layer, and his Roach Warren is done. We seeing 3 roaches coming out. Those should be for defense. He should not be looking to do any big attack with those, I don't think. Just with the 3, there's a decent amount of lings. Again, neither player has speed, as I say that. vHazard's starting it, and his roaches are coming out. He's going for roach plus play. Neither player getting upgrades of any sort at all. Picking up more extractors. I do have about 400 gas each, and the supply are really staying even, about 50 each right now. But vHazard, Nexaz is gonna get supply blocked. He does have 5 overlords building in, so don't know what that's all about. A little bit of a mistake going there to get gas. Still doesn't have this tower. He has Zerglings surrounding the tower, but not any on it. But he did manage to take this tower as well, so he does control 3 towers, while vHazard controls 1. That's not a big deal. This drone is still patrolling. You can build a hatchery there. He does have enough money for that. They both have enough money for a hatchery. That's interesting. I do not know what league these players are in. Small Zerging task force coming out for Nexaz. Seeing if he can get anything done. But with these roaches, those Zergings are just gonna die immediately. Fun times. This Zergling is following this Overlord. Trying as hard as he can to attack it, but he cannot hit air. Overlord party. This drone perplexes me. I don't know what it's doing. So we see Infestation Pit coming out for... it's done for vHazard, and a Spire almost done for Nexaz, going for that Muta play that I like a lot in this matchup. Those Infestors, they do deal with Mutas very well, so we'll see if that can get anything done, if he's going to have enough Festers out with the Pathogen Glands upgrade. He has not started that. He does not have enough minerals. Nexaz, on the other hand, has enough minerals. He has quite a bit of those things. Neither player taking a 3rd base. Nexaz getting a butt ton of roaches patrolling his 3rd base area. He might have gone to kill the rocks. He might not have got the men with there's no rocks there. That would be, a little bit interesting, but again, no rocks anymore. There used to be destructible rocks, and it was just terrible to play as Zerg on this map. But not so much anymore, and now we have 2 Zergs playing. Imagine that. Hive going down for vHazard, as well as the Pathogen Glands upgrade. There are, after 30 seconds, I believe you can make Infestors, and they will finish before the upgrade is complete, or it's either with 50 seconds left, or it's either after 30 seconds or with 30 seconds left, I'm not sure. But an Infestor coming out without the upgrade, that ain't cool. 2 Infestors just chilling out. Decent creep spread from both players. Nexaz taking that 3rd base, and vHazard right after, and vHazard's moving out. We have a decent task force of 24, 30-ish Zerglings, 9 roaches, 2 Infestors, chilling out right here. Let's see, not going to do much there. Infestors coming along for the party. Is he waiting for the Infestors? He has an Overseer as well, in case they're Dark Templar. That's very important to watch out for in the Zerg versus Zerg matchup, or Bird Infestors, which might be slightly more relevant. This drone still patrolling. They see me patrolling. They hating. This army just showing out in front of Nexaz's 3rd base area. You might want to try to attack into the 3rd base, go through here. Nexaz, ever so smart, does have a Zergling outside of there. Supplies have stayed even pretty much this game. However, vHazard is supply blocked at 108 out of 108. He should have done the Nexaz strategy, which is to make 5 overlords at a time. Finally, he has an overlord. He is not supply blocked anymore. He has an overlord making. He's getting the Adrenal Glands upgrade and Hydra Risks. And we have engagements coming on. Corruptors and Mutas, they should lay to waste vHazard's army in time, but vHazard's going to definitely be able to do a good chunk of damage. I don't think he's going to get that base unless Nexaz just does nothing, which it looks like he's doing. Your army is literally right there. They can't attack air. Send the Mutas. Send the Mutas. Why would you send them? Send the Mutas. Send. Alright. Roach is running away. I don't know who has Roach speed or not. Nexaz does not, but vHazard does. So those Roaches, they'll be able to escape. They're quick. Now we have a decent Muta task force, or if they all met up, it'd be decent, but now it's kind of paltry. Coming along, seeing if they can get anything from vHazard. Both players now situated on 3 bases. vHazard coming up with a supply lead from that little engagement, but a greater Spire is coming up from Nexaz, looking to make those Brood Lords, which I don't like in this matchup. I do like Altruisk slightly better, but Brood Lords are still nothing to shake a stick at. Hydra's coming out for vHazard. Hydras are very quick at shooting, not very quick at moving. Horrendously slow, indeed, at moving. And they can shoot air, which is probably 1-1 upgrades at the 1641 mark. That's a sign of a good player. So now both players sort of jockeying for position, making things. No real action going on, except for this drone, which has been patrolling almost the whole game. You could have made a base there so long ago. Still neglected to. Ton of Zerging's Corruptors coming out for Nexaz. He's gonna be looking to go Brood Lords. Again, yeah, he has the. There we go. Tons of Brood Lords. That's 8 Brood Lords smurfing. That's gonna be so challenging to deal with for vHazard. And here we go. vHazard looking to attack. He could definitely hit right before those Brood Lords morph. That would be amazing for vHazard. But then he has to get the hell out of there once they finish. He does have a decent amount of Hydras. They should be able to focus down some of the Brood Lords. But 8? I don't think so. We have a supplies even back up. But Nexaz is again supply blocked, making 5 Overlords. That seems to be his thing. Brood Lords are just so good. And you have an attack coming down on the 3rd base side. It's definitely going to fall. The Mutalisk has fallen to this Hydra-Lisk force, which range should be finishing up on those. But the Brood Lords cometh! And the Broodlings. Run from the Broodlings. And he's gonna look to get the hell out of there. And nothing's gonna happen. But here's the thing. Nexaz is back on 4 gas. And he's probably not going to be able to continue to make any more Brood Lords. He's just not going to have the gas income for that unit. vHazard is getting his own Spire, probably for Corruptors to deal with the Brood Lords, and he just has a. Supplies are pretty much even. They've stayed even this whole game, but here we go, and there's not a lot on the ground for Nexaz, but the Zerglings and Broodlings, which are pretty much Zerglings, are definitely getting to vHazard's army, and those Brood Lords are just going to be able to chill all day, but there's really nothing left on the ground. All the Roaches are falling, and the Hydras are going to have a free range. He's going to focus the Hydras. The Brood Lords are going to just kill 1 so far, but they're just going to be able to kill those Roaches all day, every day, and the Roaches are going to run. They're probably going to make it. Brood Lords are so low. But huge supply lead, not really. A supply lead coming now for Nexaz, and he's going to march those Brood Lords right into vHazard's base. Marching the Brood Lords. Marching the Brood Lords. Ever so slowly. Roaches coming up without speed. Marching the Brood Lords. Marching the Broodlords. Marching the Broodlords. Broodlords. Broodlords laying this base to siege. He's gonna get that extractor. I mean, vHazard should look to make corruptors now. He does. There's no reason for him to not be making corruptors. And those Broodlords are just gonna lay that natural base to shame. I don't think that's an actual phrase that I used, but that's gonna fall. No contest there, but there are a decent amount of. No, those Broodlords should be able to win the game. The range on these is so good. They're just gonna be able to kill all the anti-air before he even makes a crit. He'll be able to kill one or two, but 4 Broodlords, definitely gonna do so much against a base of a Zerg player. Morphing some over his opponent. That's a little BM. Not really. Those Hydra's getting out of there. I don't want any part of this. But yeah, this game should probably go to Nexaz with this. He has Broodlords in his opponent's base. So the game shouldn't take much longer. I mean, even if he kills the Broodlords. There's a whole other wave of corruptors coming out. Why are you making corruptors? But Broodlords now laying the main base of vHazard under siege, taking care of those buildings, and I don't think that vHazard's going to be able to do very much. Getting his overlords killed by this huge corruptor force of Nexaz. And making more banelings. He's doing that. Just trying to make units, but I don't think any amount of units he makes is going to help him. He's looking pretty dead. 4 more Broodlords morphing right over the Zerglings of his opponent. That's a little... is that the spawn point? Oh, that's a little gross. But, there's the GG coming out from vHazard. He has left the game. And that's the end of the replay for this one.
Game ended.